Yo, what's up, all my burners out there? How you doing? Welcome to the WeedMan 420 Chronicles podcast. How y'all doing today? I'm WeedMan 420. What's up, T?
Woo woo.
Dave hitting that fucking Dav Boi, hitting that Rick and Morty bong. What you smoking there, fucking Dav Boi?
Was that wedding cake?
You're fucking choking on it, so it must be some cake.
Hey, whoa. Not that fat.
I don't know about that one.
Hey, shut up.
Listen, when my
I'm
mom,
under 200 pounds. It's normal weight.
when my mom told me when I was younger, when I was fat, I had to fucking go on a diet.
Yep, same here. My mom poked my belly and then I lost a lot of weight.
So, do you think getting fat is from fucking smoking weed at a young age, or it just comes naturally to guys like us?
Probably naturally. There's no way you get fat from smoking weed.
Nope, not even with the munchies, huh?
That sounds like your own personal problem.
Yeah, I don't get the munchies when I smoke weed.
That's
You can
more so.
easily get munchies eating fruit.
That's true.
More so me and Paulie's problem.
Cookies just taste better.
True, T, true. I don't get the munchies, and we've talked about this in the past. I
Paulie
don't.
does like his munchies.
Oh my goodness, Munchie
The
boy.
motherfucker in candy.
Hey, yo, we got lots of stuff to fucking talk about.
Sure as hell do.
Oh my goodness, man, where do we start, huh? We're gonna start with this.
Yeah, let's start with how you planned on starting.
Nearly $3.2 million spent in legal cannabis
money,
sold
money,
in Illinois
money.
on the first day of sales. You fucking people came out, you smokers, stoners, burners, whatever you want to fucking call yourselves, came out in full force, waited anywhere between 4 to 16 hours in lines. And I'm proud of you that you did it. I'm proud of you that you did it. After partying all night for New Year's Day, you fuckers and burners and stoners came out in full force, and I'm proud of you.
I'm 77 on you fuckers who showed up waiting in line in just a fucking hoodie, though, because you're gonna get a cold.
Yeah. Or get the flu. You guys are the reason why the flu outbreak is so bad right now.
Don't touch me.
Yep. But just so you know, 77,128 transactions took place in the first day in Illinois dispensaries.
How about that?
And it generated $3,176,256.71.
You said that really funny.
I did, didn't I?
I like that.
So
That's a lot of money, though. Holy shit.
on
$3 million?
motherfucking day one.
Sheesh. And then there's places like Naperville who don't want that.
Nope, not at all. But there was a person that waited 46 years in line for this moment, she said, or he said. Arnold Winslow, former Elmwood Park of Sunnyside dispensary. He was all dressed up in dank attire for this day.
Oh, this guy looked awesome.
Yeah.
He looked so cool. He was an electric factory.
Oh, absolutely.
That
100%.
video of him, we got to get that video out.
It's pretty
But
dope.
I'll tweet it out. But this guy, absolutely insane.
Killed
Definition
it.
of a burner.
Killed it. And
Love it.
just craziness. But as the week kind of piled on, day one of sales, the first week of sales or first 5 days of sales went brazy. You guys were crazy out there. The first 5 days of sales ended up in $10,837,667.91.
WeedMan is stumbling over these
I know,
numbers
I'm
because they're
fucking
so astonishing.
Totaling $271,169.
Nice.
That's a lot of fucking weed.
It's a lot of transactions, and we did do the math on it. I'm very bad at math. Dav Boi, no bueno with the math. But WeedMan, luckily, he's a lot smarter at numbers than me. You wouldn't be able to tell from hearing him. But he did the math on the taxes, and what was it? Somewhere over like
$3.6 million.
Yeah, so it was about probably, because we were just taxing everything at what, 32%?
Well, that was actually on what generated after the first 12 days, which was $19,709,035.10.
So if you think about it, just about a third is
Which
taxes.
equaled up to 495,385 transactions.
in fucking sane.
So then you times that by 32%, gives you 3,600,000 and something.
These are all off the top of his head, and
Yes.
some. I wish translated to my math classes. I probably would have went hard.
$3.6 million in taxes off that almost $20 million in sales on the first 12 days.
I couldn't believe that when I saw those numbers. I actually had to rub my eyes and take a shower, sober up a little bit, go for a jog, clear my head.
And it is January 20th, Martin Luther King Day, and we still don't have the next 8 days of sales registered yet. But just in those first 12 days, you fuckers smoked some weed.
You guys lit up like it was nothing. And you spent some money.
Something interesting, though, if you look at the transactions, the first day, of course, was 77,128. Everybody was all happy. But they went down every day. 56,000 day 2, 55, 51. January 5th was a huge dip. That was because everyone was probably broke from Christmas and probably had to send their kids back to school and get food and stuff that week. So it went down to 30,000 transactions. And then January 6th was 20,000 transactions. And here's the reason why. And we've talked about this. Dispensaries ran out of flour.
Ran out of flour.
Sounds
almost incomprehensible.
In the first week, by January 6th, most, I wouldn't say all of them, most dispensaries, man, I'm baked off that fucking way. Holy fuck,
like
that shit was
everyone's
good.
just hanging on that last
Woo!
Most
dispensaries ran
This is the most dramatic,
ran out of cannabis. Some held back that we were reading, and we got some other stuff to talk about, but most dispensaries ran out of recreational cannabis. But they had to make sure they had something for medical. So at least the medical patients
got taken care of medical patients like WeedMan.
But yeah, I need
flashing off his fast pass card where he has a weird picture. He looks like he's off the boat.
There's a few dispensaries out there. So Dispensary 33 in Chicago.
Ooh, I've read a lot about them. I showed you that website the other day. They have the cool menu.
Yes, they do. There was a few that ran out, a few that held on and made it the first 10 days. But there's a bunch of articles about this. I don't want to mention anybody, throw anybody under the bus, but everybody was trying to do the best they can, I believe. And from what I'm reading,
they definitely did the best with what they had.
I mean, you got to think, we talked about this in the last couple episodes, that Illinois definitely wasn't ready for this.
No, but they said, fuck it.
Right.
We'll catch up.
Right. And they're going to have to. We were looking, like we said, about a year away before it to really catch up.
Well, they're definitely getting the money to catch up with all the tax.
Right. But you guys came out in full force and blew, I think, everybody's doors wide open, ran out of flour. The dispensary that I go to ran out of almost everything for recreational in the first week. Now they're down. Awesome. And you know what? They're doing it right, though. They're only down to selling recreational when they get restocked, and it's only 3 days a week, which is good because they're keeping the medical patients safe. So kudos to my dispensary. Good, proud of you guys on that, and everybody else who's doing that. But before we go any further, I want to go back to the taxes real quick on this. We got people texting us some receipts.
Oh, the receipts!
The receipts were absolutely
insane.
Fucking.
I seen them. We got them texted to us. We seen them up on Twitter.
Oh my god, it was out of control. So let me read this to you. We warned you all about the fucking taxes, right, Dav Boi?
No, absolutely.
We warned you all, and nobody listened. Because you still outsold what the market had, so you didn't give a fuck about the taxes.
Yeah, no one really gave a shit about that.
So here's one we got. I'm not going to name the brands or anything like this, but the transaction was basically $274.30, and the tax was $80. The total came out to $355. $80.69 in fucking tax. He had five things on here that he bought, all ranging from $68 to $61, $64. He was buying concentration. He was buying, and don't forget, remember what we talked about? They're charging you not only just medical standard tax, local sales tax, local excise tax, Illinois state tax, Illinois recreational tax THC 25%, Illinois recreational tax infused 35%, Illinois recreational tax THC 35%. Don't forget what we told you, that they are charging you on percentage of tax per base of THC levels. The higher THC level, the higher the tax. So that being said, and if you hear our boy Vega, you've seen me post of him on Instagram before. That's our boy Vega up there.
Tweeting up
the bird. He is tweeting up a song. He wants to hang out and get baked with us. Anyway, so live sauce, RTM cartridge, Jack Herrera, 50 milligrams, Clementine, 3.5 grams, Incredible Strawberry batch, looks like edibles, 10 grams. It all ranged in prices, but when you got hit with the tax, their total cost was $225.75. And all those taxes, you add that up, that came up to $75.85 in taxes. $301 was the total after that receipt.
That's fucking insane. Well,
Insane.
He bought a spread.
But he did, but
That's
I mean,
a lot of different taxes.
you get charged taxes on every percentage known to mankind, and then they're going to put Cook County's just passed an additional 3% tax on recreational marijuana that's supposed to go into effect. Oh my god, I think in July.
It's coming up within these next few months.
Yeah,
I think it'll be here by the summer.
According to the Border Commission, passed an added 3% tax on now legal drug tax. That means taxes will surpass 40% on marijuana sold in Chicago come July. You want to smoke with the man? You got to fucking pay the man.
Yep.
That is the key to what's going on right now. We are the second highest tax rate in all legal cannabis states except for Washington, the state of Washington.
Oh, and we got some shit with them too.
Can you believe it, Illinois? But you still outsold what the fucking market had for you. Proud of you. You bunch of burners, stoners, potheads, everything, every name known in the book. You guys
Everything
came
in
in.
between,
I'm proud
baby.
of you.
We did it. Yes, we did.
Dav Boi, how do you feel about that?
It feels great. I still haven't gone to a dispensary yet. I'll be honest with you.
I saw the nearest one to us had $60 eighths, and I'm just like, yep, nope, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
after
cool.
looking at those receipts and shit, I'm like, I fucking want to wait.
I'll wait.
I've driven past a few. Like, I've driven past the one that's close to us out there in Harlem. Just like driven by, like, oh, how's the line looking today? How's the line? Maybe I'll test the waters. The line's fucking around the building like every day. It's like on a Monday. It's like, don't you fuckers work? I know I'm not working. But like, aren't you other people's working? But no, I was like, I'm at the position where I just want to stay at home and, you know, get high, be a bum in my mom's house. But no, I got a bunch of other people who are waiting in line. Nah, it's all good though. I'm happy everyone's getting.
Well,
getting
I went to my dispensary on Friday, and they just got back in stock, recreational.
fresh stock.
And I went in, and it was probably about a 30-minute wait, which wasn't bad. It was probably about
30-minute
people
wait's
waiting in
not
line,
bad.
and they were moving the line back and forth. I walked up to the line. I said, "Is this the medical line or recreational line?" I said, "This is recreational line." I kind of had a little smirk on my face. I'm sorry, I don't want to be that dick.
This guy's a.
I had a little
WeedMan's
smile, but I didn't smile in front of around or anybody. I just, when he said, "Oh, this is the rec line," I'm like, "Okay, thanks." And when he didn't see my face, I gave a little smirk.
You didn't see my
Yeah.
motherfucker. I got the fast pass. Just don't ask to look at my picture on my card though.
And I walked up and I saw the people who I know at the desk and said, "Hey," they're like, I'm like, "Nice line. How's
Hey,
it?
how you
going?"
doing?
I said, "I'm gonna go in." They're like, "Yeah, is there a line for medical?" "No, go right in, WeedMan 420. I said, "Thank you. You just made my day." And I walked right in. There was nobody waiting online for medical. And I said, "Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Buy some weed."
It's all fucking hunky gory when you're in Weedmanville. Mister, I got my medical
I went
card.
right up to the line, and they had actually some flour for medical, which I thought was awesome. I bought, you're only allowing one strain per customer, which I thought was dope. I thought that was fair.
Okay.
I got one strain of one thing, one strain of another, and one strain of another. I got 3 different strains, and I got some nighttime Betty's Eddies, and I got some Betty's Eddies for fucking T-Bone over there. And I tell you what, I walked out and I said, "Thank you very much. You guys are great. I'll see you in probably a week or 2.
And then he skipped down the sidewalk into the sunset on his merry little way.
True la loo la loo.
Oh, it was so good. I love you. Illinois Cannabis Medical. Go get your fucking medical card, people. Be smart about it. Anyway,
And you're telling everyone to get a medical card. Now they're going to get him. There's
that's
gonna be a line
okay.
for the medical.
You can only go to one dispensary, though, if you have your medical card, so you have to pick.
Oh.
So don't forget about that law.
Well, what? Well, is that still intact?
Yes, it's still intact.
You asked?
It's all over the laws if
Look
you
at
read the
this
laws.
guy.
I read my shit.
It's like you got a podcast on this kind of shit or
sometimes.
something.
But I did get my math right.
You're
did?
a math guy. I'm not a math guy.
Neither am I.
You are the WeedMan math guy.
I'm a math guy.
Well, thanks, T.
We are really high.
No one
Yes,
gave me the
babe.
numbers beforehand, though.
I'm baked. But here's something that's crazy. Within the first week, there was a dispensary burglarized in Logan Square.
Yeah, how about that? They robbed the motherfucker.
$100,000, I think they were saying. Around no cannabis though.
Yeah,
Just
what the fuck?
took the money and ran.
He said, nah, I don't want any of this shit.
I can go buy it from my dealer for cheaper.
Even when you get it
Cheaper than free?
when you got a chance to steal it, it's still gonna get taxed.
You know, I mean that's fucking crazy. Oh my god.
What dispensary was it? It was it that Mocha one, right? Modern Cannabis.
Let me see here. Marijuana dispensary.
Yeah, Modern Cannabis.
Yeah, Modern
Please
Cannabis.
said.
Mocha. Yep. That everyone's been giving good props to. They were all over the news.
Yeah,
That's probably why they got
I've
robbed.
been hearing a lot about them. There's some nice. I want to check that out once lines die down.
Yeah.
There's a couple dispensaries around that I really do want to get.
Let me ask you a question here.
Sure.
Do you think it was an inside job, or do you think it was actually all set up legit wise?
Oh yeah, I think Jimmy Hoffa was definitely around for this one. But no, I don't.
Still alive?
Honestly, anytime anyone asks me, "Do you think this was an inside job?" I always say yes.
I think it
sounds so cool.
You know what?
It's
I don't
an
want to get
inside
shot
job.
and killed, but I'm just saying. I mean, possibly. How
Yeah.
do you know everything? I mean, those guys have like armed guards working the front door.
We already got the Russians pissed at us that one time.
Oh yeah, the Ukrainian mob. were
a
dead.
few episodes ago.
But if you look at it,
Now we're going for the regular mob.
if you look at it, I mean, I watched the news on that. It was police. No one still knew what happened. They still haven't caught anybody. So let me ask you something. They haven't caught anybody. And do you think these burglars were so smart to get away with it if they didn't know the inside workings of it?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to know someone, maybe like someone who works security or something that one of these like tipped it off, but I'm not saying that's for sure, but that's just a speculation.
So,
Although I'm sure police interviewed security workers and asked to see tapes and shit. It'd be like an Epstein kind of thing. Oh, well, the cameras went out. my bad. Didn't know what happened there. Well, they didn't take any weed, did they? No, officer. Sorry. I didn't take any of that weed.
oh jeez. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone after this because you know what? I'm just saying. One person gets robbed. Other people are getting kind of warned that they're stockpiling weed.
It
with these
makes
shortages.
sense though, because you gotta think about it. You saw the lines for those fucking dispensaries. They're bringing in cash.
Yeah.
You see how much it is. You're like, let me go rob this fucking place because I doubt they have like high top security there.
Right.
Because it's relatively new, so they probably didn't think for that. And honestly, has anyone else ever fucking robbed a burner? It's just like it's like taking candy from a baby.
That's true. I'll give you
The guy's
that.
too stoned. To know
But-
what's going on?
I agree.
That's sarcasm.
Very much so. But
I don't condone robbing.
do you think, and seeing and hearing stuff from me and reading articles that we've been reading and talking about the industry going in, because I go into dispensaries and I talk to people and I talk to people who've been waiting in lines, do you really think that cultivators or dispensaries are stockpiling weed and just launching them out at certain times? And this is a big article right now. This was being talked about before rec even started, because we started seeing the shortages
Them like hiding
3
it up.
weeks before January 1. I was seeing shortages.
I think they were doing shortages before to prepare for, because they kind of half-assed like how we're starting off legalization here
Right.
because we're seeing these shortages. So I was thinking before is they probably were like, okay, we got to pinch, and pinch off a couple plants here and there. We got to get a supply going for when January 1st comes around. Now what we're seeing is, shit, we already ran through that, so why don't we just do the same method? Just take a little bit off of, because we know we're gonna run out.
Yeah.
Let's just
So
try
what are
to
you
make
saying? More smaller shipments?
what I'm saying is they're pinching off what they already pinched off of.
Okay, I kind of get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you.
I think so.
I do feel like they're stockpiling it. It's
Yeah,
just
but here,
they're just repeating the same process.
let me throw some more out there.
Less weed.
From what I'm hearing, and then also, like I said, this article came a couple weeks after we were talking about this. You know, so when I was going to the dispensary and saw this, so this article came out January. Let's see here, January 13th. This came out. We
At
were talking about
5:34
this. We
PM.
were talking about this in December.
Yeah, we have been yapping about this for a while.
So there's people now talking about it now, which I think is awesome, and it's getting out there that some pot buyers in Illinois are finding dispensary shelves bare. State regulators have notified shops across the state that are investigating apparent violations of the rule preventing stockpiling marijuana from a single grower. So regulatory sent letters saying they were aware of violations and investigating whether stores were sourcing more than 40% of their product from one grower, which is illegal.
Yeah. You got to prevent pot growers from entering into exclusive agreements with specific shops, making sure all stores have diversity of products from different sources.
Yeah, I like that they do this because they do that in the bar liquor industry and beer and wine and all that
Yeah,
industry
imagine
too.
going to a bar, you can only order one beer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, McDonald's,
You'd be
you can
happy
only
about
order.
Miller Lite.
It was
What are you
Miller
talking
Lite.
about? If it was Miller Lite, you'd be fucking boning up.
Yeah,
Hey.
but my girl would never want.
McDonald's is just the same way, though. You can only get fucking Coke products at Burger King.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but like there's still like a. Yeah, I
And
guess.
this is
Now,
cannabis.
how do
Yeah,
they
you
do
gotta
it with
put it.
like Cresco? Because Cresco grows their own shit.
Yes.
So
And
if
you're
they
also-
own
you're
their
also-
own
you're-
stores,
Yep.
can they only sell Cresco products and that's
No.
still not okay? Even if they're
I've
selling
gone to a
shit?
couple. I've so yes, you cannot just keep your own product and you have to
No.
like just in this.
That's
article, just like
interesting.
we
That's
ta-
interesting, right?
Well, yeah, because that would be you see. Like, I didn't see Bedford grow for a while in my dispensary. Remember we smoked a bunch of their stuff? We had the Kennel
Somewhere
Dog. We had a couple Bedford grows.
we smoked
But then it
those.
was a while I hadn't seen them.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've seen them a couple times in my dispensary, but I didn't see them for like 6 months.
Do you think like this is a dispensary? Just like
Some of them
we
probably don't
know.
have the product.
Maybe they're just.
Don't forget it's a 90-day turn cycle, and they weren't prepared for. They only had 100,000 square foot of space for just medical. They weren't prepared for recreational ready. They weren't built yet. We're going to talk about an article that one of the cultivators are almost ready with their new addition. They weren't ready. Most of them didn't start breaking ground until June, July, August, September, October. Some of them are not even like breaking ground yet. So we were short. We talked about this, so we were short-handed. So it's a very touchy situation on how they're running this. But dispensaries, the one I go to has a good diversity. There's just some I see more of, some I see less of. I always see a good supply. Like we never remember ESO.
Oh,
We
yeah,
never
the
saw.
ESO.
We never even heard of them.
No, we never did, but we did give it a try.
And I like their stuff,
Yeah,
man. They were
we
giving
ended up
big
liking it.
fat fucking nugs. Like the
Oh,
whole
man, they give
eighth
you
was a one
Christmas
big
trees.
nug.
Was
Was
right.
that
Those things are insane.
fuck, what was Kimbo Kush?
Oh yeah, but all those on the
Kimbo
three of those lines made the Wall of Fame. I mean, the Maui Wowie, which I hadn't had in years, was up there.
They make some good ones. That
The-
lime OG.
Yes, that was a good
the
one.
Lime skunk or whatever.
That was a good one.
And the raspberry.
The raspberry glue.
raspberry glue
Fuck,
with the GG
that
in
was
it.
motherfucking
Oh,
flame.
man.
I think I've smoked like 5 or 6 of their strains. I think I gave you guys like the canister, so I
You
only
gave
have
me a
3
lot
up
of
there.
those shit. I
Yeah, their
got
stuff,
some at home.
and their stuff was perfectly priced for the medical market, but we hadn't seen them. So you're seeing stuff transition. You're seeing new brands come up. Maybe there wasn't enough. There was another one, Dav, too. This one here, this we never heard of, Crunch Berries by Justice Grow.
Do you think they're pinching like?
No, I
saving that?
just don't think they had enough to supply yet to every dispensary in Illinois just for medical yet. So you started seeing different ones that had maybe an excess and some that went down. I don't know. I don't think. See, that's the whole thing. This is where it gets catch-22. I don't think they're. I think it could be. We don't like saying conspiracy theory that people are throwing things out there that they're hoarding stuff to wait. I just think because
I
there's
like
a turn
good
cycle.
conspiracy.
There's a turn cycle that goes through it. 90 days, you'll get a batch that launches, and then that dispensary will be out for 90 days, or they might be out because there's phases of growing that most people don't know. Most consumers don't understand brewing process, how meat's made, or processed. No one cares, but they just want their shit.
Right.
They don't think about all of that in their head.
No, they don't think about the process of how it goes in. It's just like when you go in, I'm looking at.
They only think about
I'm thinking about what's in front of me.
right.
Because
Exactly.
I look at this, I'm like, oh, well, it looks like we have some Nature's Grace and we have some Cresco.
Which I just
And those
got
are my
some.
only
The
two
Mojo, which
choices.
I hadn't seen Nature's Grace in probably 2 months.
I know, and we love Nature's
Yeah,
Grace. It's
I
one
just
of our
got
favorites.
Mojo Shake. It was 29%. I haven't tried it. I rolled some joints. I'm gonna smoke that probably this week.
Oh man,
But
I will do anything for some Nature's Grace vanilla.
Vanilla Kush, dude, that's one of the
Oh,
all-time
my
faves.
God.
I got some pre-rolls of Skywalker OG though.
Ooh, that's good
Yes,
shit.
very excited about that.
Ooh.
But see, I like that. Here's the one thing I do like about this. Okay,
We needed that when we saw Star
and
Wars.
about this article, we've diversified in our weeds and cannabis selection in the last year and 8 months since I got my medical card. We've tried so many strains, and I like it because there's so many I have liked and made the Wall of Fame.
And it's cool knowing like what it is.
I mean,
It's like when you buy out the streets, you're just like, oh, give me the bag.
I
I
get
always
to
think
try
about
a little bit of everything. So maybe this
Yeah.
month they didn't have this brand. Great. You gave me some Revolution to try. Because we were on a kick there for a long time of smoking Nature's Grace. Price helped, but
Yeah, $40.
we liked their weed.
Yeah, and
So
weed's good.
But then we got to try a Rise. We got to try Revolution. We got to try Bradford Grow.
The grassroots.
Cresco. What is the other one? What's the canister one name? I always forget who they are. Revolution. Matter. Matter's a good one too.
Matter
but
was
there
a
was a
great
while
one.
there we were getting just that. Remember, we got like one, two, three,
love-
Yeah,
four,
the
five,
I like
six,
my
seven,
Perp
eight,
Dog
eight,
Greens
eight-
and shit.
Yeah,
the blue
dude.
dream.
So
Nugs and
we
that.
never would have tried these if that dispensary only carried one cultivator.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got to try so much fun stuff, and we found some strains we really fucking loved, and we found some fucking strains that were just like, yeah, we like it, but you know what? This one hit me too heady. I want more body.
What was the one that killed Paulie?
Oh god.
Oh, is
which-
that the It's the headband or whatever.
Headband
yeah.
OG.
Yes.
Is that what it's fucking
Or
called?
the head wrecker. The head wrecker.
What my do not smoke list is
The Head Wrecker.
Deadhead OG by Arise. Those big blue canisters when they first
Oh,
came out.
yeah, those are
That's
cool.
on the do not smoke list. I've never allowed to smoke that one
They
again.
give
So
these
here's
things
my
in, like,
opinion.
a military
Dav
grade
Boi,
tube.
Tyler, you can agree or disagree on it. I think this is a big one. I think this article, and I think finding through research and talking to people, I think it's a little bit of both. I'm gonna be a little bit of libertarian on this one. I'll be in the middle. I think
Okay.
it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I mean, you raise a good point, and your argument is very valid. I really didn't see it from the perspective of the buyer. I would just kind of look at the business like, oh yeah, they're definitely doing that. Agree with the article.
So
Makes sense.
I just make us all think out there, and I hope that helped everyone. I'm not trying to sway anybody. I'm just thinking both sides of the
You're
table.
always entitled to your own opinion.
Right. So just like asses and elbows, people. But anyway,
We all got them.
there is a regulation file if you need to file a complaint against your cultivator or against your dispensary for not taking care of you on medical cards. You can look it up on IDFPR. We're not saying to do this or not, but if you're feeling you're getting not professionally taken care of due to having a medical card, you did pay for it, you should get taken care of. People have ailments and pain, you do need it. Do report. You can file a complaint if you want.
Yeah, and you're entitled to it.
Yes.
That's your rights. Make sure that you're using them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Use
them as needed.
One of our faves, cultivators who we smoke a lot of their cannabis that we like, is Revolution Global, and
Love 'em.
Dustin Sawyer. I've driven past that. I always just wanted to knock on the door and say hi. But
It's WeedMan.
It's WeedMan.
I talk about you all the time. My podcast, my basement.
Can I get a free nug? I don't even want a tour.
Like the fucking nerd.
But I've driven through Delvin many a times on the way to a cool restaurant that was over in a little town over there in Delvin, and driven
What's the
past it.
restaurant?
It's closed down, so it doesn't matter.
No, fuck 'em. We tried.
But it was their cultivation farm is beautiful when you drive past it. But cool thing about them is they're saying they're ready to go.
Moo cow?
Huh?
Do they have any moo cow?
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. What would a moo cow do on a weed farm?
It would fucking moo.
You have a very valid argument.
It would have some long drawn out sleepy sounding moose.
Go on.
It sounds like a cat is dying.
That sounds like a cow who
Got a
into
little
the
too
stash.
stoned and started falling asleep.
Yes. So Tyler on Sunday nights.
Revolution already boasts the operation of a 75,000 square foot cannabis cultivation center, the state's largest in Delvin, Illinois. If anybody doesn't know where that's at, it's, I think, like 30, 40 minutes south of Peoria. By June of 2020, the company will complete a second growing facility of the same size. The 80-acre Delvin property will soon see an addition of processing center of 500,000 square foot greenhouse space. Huge. So that
How
exactly
about
what we
that?
said. But exactly what we said on the last part we talked about was these guys weren't even ready yet.
No, they're still expanding.
They're still expanding. So
And
so,
that comes with the money they're getting,
yes.
though.
And 75,000 square feet for medical was good.
Ooh.
But the way Illinois came out on January 1 to now being 20 days of, it's 1/20/20. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's going to be
Nice.
4/20/20. And it's
That's it.
4/20 all month. Don't forget that. Anyway, they are going to be ready by June of 2020 for their overall operation.
The 80-acre
Yes.
Delvin property.
Yes, which is beautiful. You ever drive past it.
500,000 square feet of greenhouse space.
So that is huge. He's excited. Their Revolution's excited. We like a lot of their strains. I mean, we've smoked a shit ton of them.
The
That new
global
one, that
COO, Dustin Schroyer, looks pretty excited. You see this picture of him?
dude, he's got
Yeah,
look at it,
look
dude.
at
He's
that guy.
smiling ear to
He
ear.
is ready.
So,
ready.
Shout out, Dustin.
you know,
Good shit.
There, Revolution. Keep on growing.
Yeah, keep
Good
growing,
cannabis
'cause
for us to smoke.
we want to get in those. We want to get in a dispensary one of these days.
Something exciting. The governor made due on his promise to this Illinois cannabis bill that he granted over 11,000 pardons for low-level cannabis convictions. Way to go, JP, JB, sitting on his gold throne up there.
Ah, the toilet.
The cold toilet.
Wait, no, he doesn't have it. We have to deny that he has one.
Yeah.
We all just took a drink at the same time.
That's
That was
pretty
kind of
fucked
cool.
up.
We didn't even know. We're just all in sync.
I did know, but I didn't want to say anything. We were recording.
That's what you should
I thought we were bringing it on shitty radio right now. So
So, but 11,000 pardons. Wasn't he supposed to pardon like over 700,000 low level, or wasn't that a part of that bill that they were talking about in the beginning?
I'm sure we
Maybe it was just the beginning. So he said here, as a 50-year-long wait war on cannabis, we're restoring rights to tens of thousands of Illinoisians. I hate that word.
Yeah, that one's weird. Just say Illinois people.
Yes, thank you. We the people.
Yeah.
But it's only the beginning that what needs to be done in Illinois to expunge convictions for cannabis-related crimes that are no longer
I
crimes.
thought they were going with 70,000.
I thought 700,000. So hold on, let's
No,
finish.
because it says there's only 116,000 cannabis-related convictions.
Okay. Involved with less
Well,
than 30 grams of marijuana
Oh,
are
look at
eligible
us.
for
This is
automatic
us reading an
pardons.
article.
An additional 34,000 estimated cases involving more than 30 grams may be eligible for clearing by filing a court petition. But down here it says the state has also committed to expunge all arrests of underage people related to marijuana charges that did not result in conviction and did not involve an act of violence. A full 572,000 Illinois arrests are estimated to meet that description. That's where I was saying I thought it was 700,000.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
So-
That's a lot of arrests. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, man, fuck it. JB's out here just doing it.
So there's more about this article. I ain't gonna go into it. It's kind of fucking long, but anyway, he expunged 11,000 pardons for low. That's
Yeah,
pretty
get
dope.
the idea. He's trying.
He's trying. You know, whatever.
And
Good
it's
job,
a step
JB.
in the right direction because a lot of those crimes are petty.
Yep. And we talked not too long ago, a few episodes ago. We talked about we had some people asking us about the gun laws in Illinois.
My guns.
My gun.
Don't take my guns.
They took our
Hey, you
guns.
shut your mouth there, little boy.
Hey, don't take my gun. I'm T. Yeah. Well, anyways, Illinois State Rifle Association clears up.
This was
laws
in the
regarding
papers by
gun
Dav
ownership
moment.
and pot use.
So
Ooh, yeah, if you want
It
it,
was.
let's do it. So basically on Tuesday, the day before the state's new marijuana law took effect, the Illinois State Rifle Association posted a premiere detailing the difference between the purchase of medical cannabis and recreational cannabis as it relates to your lawful rights to own and possess firearms in Illinois, and to dispel any mis or bad information that we have seen shared on various social media platforms as it relates to cannabis law in Illinois. Basically, what they're saying is, we're here to clear this up so your fucking dumbass Facebook post doesn't make you more idiots. I mean, that's not me, that was the Illinois State Rifle Association. In the statement, ISRA lobbyist Ed Sullivan explained that under the new state law, using cannabis would not make a prospective firearm owner an unlawful user of a controlled substance, despite marijuana remaining illegal at the federal level. Being an unlawful user of a controlled substance would otherwise be a disqualifier for such a purchase. If you believe in the state's rights, then according to Illinois law, you are not considered an unlawful user if you possess cannabis, Sullivan wrote. So, basically Sullivan's saying, states' rights versus federal rights.
which we've talked about.
Big difference.
We talked about that in
Yeah.
the prior episode.
And
We
if
did.
they're just kind of like saying, you know, I'll back the marijuana, like, fuck it. Because that's the state doing that against, you know, the federal government.
Yep.
If the federal government's not going to pull a trigger on it, then, you know, he's going to back the state.
We'll
He
see.
has to back the state.
We'll see. The biggest thing is we'll see when people have to renew their FOID cards and renew stuff, and after they bought recreational too, something that people have to kind of worry about too. If you buy recreational, your name goes in the data bank because don't forget
Just for that store, though.
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Ed Sullivan puts it in good words. If you smoke cannabis recreationally, come January 1st, 2020, that is your right. If you don't want to smoke cannabis, that's your right as well. You live in the United States of America, which gives you the First Amendment rights to your option either way. Our mission here at the ISR is to protect your Second Amendment rights. So again, it's back in the state, but I mean, he doesn't care either way whether you're going to use marijuana or not. He's more focused on the go.
Gotcha. Cool.
And with places like, where they trying to do the Second Amendment ban in West Virginia.
Yes. Mount
So-
Mama.
You don't want to see. He doesn't want to see that start happening in Illinois.
Well,
And
we'll
if
see.
you're running the Rifle Association, you're probably going to want to double down on that.
All right. Well, that's good stuff here in Illinois. So all you guys out there,
For all you
nervous about
firearms
getting your medical card,
He doesn't care.
don't care. So hopefully I get my
But you're right.
re-honored on my FOID card that I sent in.
Bottom
So-
line, no matter which way you sway on it, they're your rights. Just stick to your rights. You got them.
You have the right. Hey, Dav, I got an idea.
What's that
Dude,
idea?
let's open up either a hookah bar or a cigar bar.
That
Do you
would
want to
be
know
cool.
why?
Why?
Because then we don't have to sit in our basement all the time and just get high. We can sit at our bar that we own and get high because the council approves cannabis lounges.
How about that?
How about that?
T?
T, you want to open up a fucking...
I've been talking about wanting to do
got
this
a
shit
neck
for like
beard?
4 years.
So let's open up a fucking
Yeah, there
cigar
you go.
bar. In
See?
in
You got the neck
Macomb,
beard for it.
here.
Let's do it.
Only thing is we have to wait till it comes this way. We have to open this up in Macomb, Illinois, unfortunately, because that's the only place that's doing it right now.
WIU.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, that'd be dope.
Oh, we can get all those college kids.
So you can go out there and be a teacher by day and a fucking cigar bar owner at night, so then you don't have to smoke in your basement.
I don't want to be no teacher.
Oh, all right. You don't want to be no teacher? I thought you taught people about cannabis.
Oh, teach people about cannabis. Oh, do a cannabis class.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I like those cannabis classes.
Ah, Dav Boi, sometimes I don't know about you.
Yeah, sometimes it gets me in my head.
You know?
I teach some cannabis classes.
We're teaching
day
people.
and night.
Remember what we've said from the beginning of this podcast was we are learning to help you learn because we're learning every day. That's us. This is what we do. We're learning every day.
Yeah, I was backtracking on my statement.
Yeah,
I'll die on the hill.
That's
Yeah,
it.
hand
That's
up.
it.
My
That's
bad.
it.
My bad. I forgot from episode 1.
So I think if it comes since Evergreen Park doesn't allow a dispensary or a cultivator to be in this township. Yeah, you like that? I'm baked.
Yes.
So we can open up and see if we can fight to get a cigar bar opened up here, a cigar lounge, no alcohol, and you got to be 21 and over to get in because that's what it costs. It sets the smoking age, the legal smoking age of cannabis and cigars and cigarettes. You can come into our bar. We'll serve just like good, refreshing drinks for people who get cotton mouth and make like something like that.
We'll
That'd
have
be
a
kinda
water
dope.
fountain.
That's it, and people can
That you
smoke
can all share.
and we'll have basically a
single
line
urinal.
we'll have a line of different types of
poops.
bongs and different types of dab rigs that people can rent, and then they can bring their own cannabis, and we can't sell cannabis, but they can bring it in because it's on a property that has a license to do it,
Makes sense.
and I think that's fucking great. Tyler,
How about
T?
that?
Bone, what do you think?
I've been saying I want to do this for like 4
Dav
years.
Boi for mayor. That's the only way it's gonna get done.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's get it. We'll fight from the inside.
All right. Anybody get the flu lately?
No, I don't get the flu shot. I roll the
I don't get the
dice.
flu shot either. Fuck that shit.
Nah, I'm young and I got good cells.
Strong
Immune system.
like bull.
Smart like tractor.
Yeah, well, that's you, Tractor. Seal.
Well, I had someone ask us about this on a DM, and they were asking if you know
They
how you
slid in
can't.
your DMs.
Yeah,
There we go.
such an ass.
Go on about that.
Anyway, they asked since you can't drink certain antibiotics. You can't drink on certain antibiotics, right? They were asking if you can smoke weed on antibiotics.
Well, can you?
Obviously, they're saying that you can.
I don't see a problem with it.
Here's what the experts
Have
say.
you
'Cause
ever
we're
had
not experts,
antibiotics?
right? We've always said we're not
Ah.
experts. We're learning to help you learn.
Yeah, we read these articles as you hear them.
That's right. Some things don't mix. With that in mind, it's always important to be aware and cautious of what you're taking when you're on sort of medication. Since certain medicines, we all have negative or more enhanced reaction when they take other substances. Don't forget, cannabis is a medicine. I take it for medicine. Okay, it's not a drug.
Yeah,
It's
and
an herb that comes from the earth.
Fun.
So sometimes you mix a certain medicine with a certain medicine. Sometimes it's a mix. Correct?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like when you take Advil and more Advil.
Shitload of Tylenol.
There you go.
Vicodin, morphine.
All right,
Stack all that on top of itself.
T-Bone, relax over there. Jesus.
Man,
Theraflu.
he's
There you
making
go.
like meth over it.
Oh my God.
Weirdo.
The president of Canada's Medical Cannabis Resource Center, which works with doctors who have a special understanding of the medical application of cannabis, Roycroft has studied marijuana and its effects for over a decade and is highly passionate about advancing public knowledge of the plant. Thankfully, according to him, taking antibiotics and smoking marijuana may not be as harmful to an individual as one would initially think. How harmful are the interactions?
How harmful?
There's a number of drug interactions for a number of days of everyday things. For example, even with caffeine, there are 82 drug interactions out of there, and some of them are moderately severe to.
Caffeine fucks you up.
This is what this doctor says.
Do that first black coffee in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
According to
Get me going.
According to the
Get your asshole
Keep me
going
going.
to this, sweetheart.
Yeah.
UK National Health Services, it's sensible to stay away from drinking when taking antibiotics. Although only two medications call for completely avoiding alcohol altogether. Metrodialyze and tindiazole. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Whatever.
just don't do alcohol.
When even something as harmless as a grapefruit can be a negative interaction with antibiotics.
Yeah,
A piece of fruit.
fucks you up. It's
Yeah.
like when you eat the poppy seed, you can test positive for like meth or some shit.
No, not meth. Heroin.
Heroin, yeah,
Heroin.
it's just like the
You know that heroin
yeah,
poppy
the-
seed bun we eat every morning.
the Seinfeld episode, like in the lane.
You want some of that heroin, Dav Boi? The piece of fruit
Oh,
that can
God.
interfere with the metabolism of a number of medications, including some antibiotics used to treat certain respiratory, stomach, and other infections. In fact, Roycroft says that they began as using grapefruit as a guide for cannabis. Interesting.
Citrusy. Remember when
Yeah.
we talked about terpenes?
Yeah, I mean, it's all that kind of stuff,
That,
brother.
Like citric.
It's just saying here, in fact, antibiotics are not on the contradictor list, the list of symptoms or conditions that makes a procedure inadvisable with cannabis. So basically saying no. Any reactions that have been identified are very mild. And in fact, doctors are currently testing to see if antibiotics work favorably mixed with marijuana. So everybody smoke up and antibiotic up. So
Yeah. Get healthy. Drink your OJ. Get that vitamin C.
I mean,
Juice is
basically,
loose, baby.
we've talked about cannabis and how it has effects of your body that, like, you know how it has the not the sap, but what comes out of cannabis again? I'm baked. Someone help me out here. Again, we're gonna have to
What
look
comes
this shit up.
the extract?
Yes, thank you. Anyway, all that resin
Resin.
that
Yeah,
keeps certain
that's it.
bugs away or attracts certain bugs
same
away.
thing.
Thank you. I knew I would remember. So
Smart
I
guy.
wouldn't be worried about it, but I'm not a doctor. Read up on it.
He's obviously the brains of the operation.
sometimes.
On the looks.
South Dakota residents will vote on legalizing recreational marijuana on the next November ballot. Hell
Oh,
yeah!
How about that?
SD, what up?
Yeah, get it.
Residents, you better legalize that shit in your state and do it right and get that tax money to help build your roads and
Oh,
basketball
hell yeah.
courts.
And
I'm
that's
telling you right
isn't that
now.
Where that's where the Mount Rushmore is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can smoke at Mount Rushmore.
Oh, dude,
I
big
don't know
fan.
about
No,
that,
no,
'cause
I
that's
don't
a
think you can.
national
It's a government
park.
place.
So, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
go South Dakota. Go South Dakota. Do it.
yeah, do it, South Dakota. Do it.
Thailand opens cannabis clinic for all. We got to give some world news on cannabis.
Yeah, how about Thailand?
Opening up a cannabis clinic focused on traditional and alternative medicine. Good stuff.
Good shit. They're a step in the right direction.
Yep.
We don't know much about Thailand, but we're trying.
I'd go there if they allow weed.
Yeah.
They are known
Why?
for Thai sticks. You guys know what a Thai stick is?
No,
I don't think I want to know what a Thai stick
Oh,
is.
dude, they'll fuck you up. I tried one once. They're making them here in the States now. I this was a dispensary, I think, in Oregon that was making them. But anyway, basically, it's weed, and they roll it on a stick, right? And then they wrap it, but they also would dip it in hash, kind of like we're doing
Oh,
here.
man, yeah.
So you'd be baked out of your mind.
That sounds
So,
pretty dope.
yeah, and
Those guys
that's-
get down.
Yeah, so they don't fuck around. But that's what Thailand is known
I
for.
see
the
why
Thai
it's
sticks.
taking a while for them to legalize.
Yep. And people during the Vietnam War that's where they would go to Thailand for their RO and go there, and that's how Thai sticks got brought to the States.
That's pretty sweet.
Here's a good one. How do you guys feel about unions?
Yeah, I like them.
Do you think cannabis should be going to unions.
You know what? Unions are the reason why we have a weekend, actually. I learned that. And I don't see why not.
I think to protect workers,
Get
looks
the
like
workers going.
looks like here Cresco Lab employees opted to join United Food and Commercial Workers Local 881. Good stuff for them. It protects them, protects their rights as workers.
These people gotta go to school.
New industry. You don't know how people are getting treated. You need unions to protect their workers. I mean, if you go to certain farms, even here in the United States still, there's people that aren't protected by unions. They're working hard labor and stuff like that. It's hard to work out on farms in big heat and stuff like that. And if you don't have a union protecting you, same thing with the cannabis industry. It is a food and commercial workers. They are plantation workers. They are working on a farm, whether it's indoor, outdoor, hydroponic, or ground dirt. You're still working on a farm. You're still working every day. Hazards could happen. There is like air conditioned units that on the indoor growth you have to use air conditioners. It can go bad one day, it can cause a fire, you can burn.
Right.
If it's not properly equipped or properly monetized, I think it's good for them. I don't know.
And they gotta go to school for that shit. They gotta know like how to like grow perfectly and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think although I must say I think as I do like unions, I think it should be up to the workers. I would like to hear what the workers had to say.
Yeah, well, basically it was the workers. That did the vote. The employees opted to join on a vote of 58 to 37.
Oh well, then fuck.
So it was on the. You have to as a union. If a company wants to join a union, the owners can't stop you. If it's a full company vote and the voters win to join a union, yes. If the voters no, then they don't join. They can do it every year as a vote, and they have to find a union to sponsor them and all that kind of stuff. And then you follow the bylaws of that union. Everyone pays dues to protect you through insurance and stuff like that. But anyway, it's good. I think it's good. It's because it's a new industry.
Yeah, and it gives them job security after all the shit that they've gone through to get the job in the first place.
Yep. So I think that's good. I go for you, Cresco Labs. They're one of our faves.
Yeah,
I love that pink grapefruit.
They're on the
Bring it back. Oh, I heard Cresco's not making the pink grapefruit anymore.
Oh,
The sour pink
really?
grapefruit. Yeah,
why not?
Because they have so many new strains coming out.
So they just cut some?
Yep.
No,
Kinda weird.
He didn't make the team.
He didn't make the team.
Oh well,
It's on the wall of fame.
On the wall.
Always be one of our favorites. Mwah, mwah. Just don't stop making that Katsu Bubba Kush yet. I love that one.
That's a good indicator.
And this Wedding Crash is pretty good. I'm coming down from it though, but smoking that Wedding Crash that we smoked
There you
today, 24.37%. It is a hybrid by Cresco. They're also known for that wedding cake too that they created. Must be a hybrid of it, which it is because it's in their cool green. It says refresh, and I am refreshed from it because I can't shut the fuck up.
Wait,
so,
is it Wedding Crasher or Wedding Cake?
This is Wedding Crasher.
Oh, I think I said it was Wedding Cake at the beginning. I'm sorry, people. But yeah, like you said, this shit's pretty cool. It's a really good hybrid.
Yeah, I like it a
We're
lot.
fucking high. We can't even really like talk straight.
Yeah, I mean,
My
but it kept
cheeks,
us going. It kept us going.
Yeah,
It did kept us going. Here's the last thing we'll end with for today.
What are we ending with?
Washington state lawmakers bring bill to ban most cannabis concentrates.
That's such booty.
Fucking nuts. And for one being the highest tax rate in all of legalized cannabis states too. And they're gonna cut
their best selling product.
It's their house exactly. It's their House Bill 2546, and it's going to alter the face of Washington's legal cannabis landscape by outlawing the vast majority of state licensed vape cartridges, I don't know how they spelled it. Dabbable extracts, thank you, and other concentrated products. Such products are increasingly popular with consumers. Lawmakers noted in the bill accounting to nearly 40% of the state's legal cannabis sales in 2019 was those products.
Do you think this is because of those fake cartridges?
Dude,
Probably.
Fuck that, dude. The state has gotten that.
But do you think
They
it's 'cause
own
of
the
fake
bill, but they've
cartridges?
owned the cannabis industry because they
But
let
do you
it.
think it's because of the fake vape cartridges?
I don't know. What do you think?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
So this would be the first state because they were trying to do it in a couple other states
with
too.
it, you know they're trafficking in fake ones, so they're gonna bust.
But people find it. Here's the thing.
I'm not saying this is a good.
No, but do you feel that it's not that it's Do you think they're taking it away because you can't tell what it is out in the market? Like people just smoking vapes all day long, whether it's the dank vapes or they don't want people just walking around smoking those things.
That's what I'm saying. Is like because it's probably because of the dank vapes, like putting those kids in the hospital.
Yeah,
like,
but that might be one reason. But do you think the other reason why is because they're just people walking around fucking Washington just hitting their regular vapes?
Like just Pax 3 pods look just like a Juno and shit.
Do you think
Or
that's
Juul.
like?
But
That could be part of it.
But in Washington now, you can't even get like most vapes anymore.
You know, well, yeah.
You can just get like I don't know. I think Paulie said like the Jewel with the fucking
Right.
with the menthol or.
It's
the
all
tobacco.
probably at least a partial, like, knee-jerk reaction to ban all that shit because they don't know which ones have that vitamin E oil and shit in them, and they don't have a system in place to regulate it as well as, you know, they probably want to have.
Oh, T's got some knowledge.
Damn.
Once in a blue moon.
Fucking
Look at
jeez,
that.
man. Just
That's
throwing
where-
some,
that's
that's the
where
most
it
he's ever
comes-
talked on this freaking podcast.
T from the
Who gave him the
parking lot.
microphone, Dav Boy?
I'm pretty sure you bought
T to the motherfucking OG over there.
I did. T from right field. Let's go.
Well, they're saying this though. So it's 40% of the legalized cannabis in 2019. They're saying what's going to happen is though there'll be a rationale for eliminating some portion of the riskiest products on the market, and they're saying that 40% of the market then will go towards the black market because that's where they're going to go get it from. Then you're going to go right back to those fucking dank vapes again, and people are going to start dying because no one's talked about it in months.
Yeah.
About people dying on that vitamin E. It went real quick. They made the laws. They got what they wanted done with it and done. Where's the news on it anymore? Are people still dying? I haven't heard. I heard 11 people. One person died, and then ended up at 11, and then they haven't talked about it since. So
Yeah, we haven't heard much about it.
bullshit. I call fucking bullshit on that. I called that somebody fucking died because they said it was vaping, and they fucking threw some laws out there and said, fuck you, this is a way to get it out of there, because kids in high school and fucking 5th graders were smoking vapes like fucking crazy, and they were getting those fake date cartridges on fucking anywhere they could, and they fucked the industry because they wanted that out.
Yeah.
That's my fucking opinion, take it or leave it, but I'm telling you right now, it was a way for them to get rid of that.
It's way too easy, man. They're buying that shit. You buy that shit.
When was the last time you heard someone die?
I haven't heard anything since.
Fuck you, news, because it's not new anymore. Fuck you. I still don't even know if it's flooding in Venice, Italy or not yet, and I still can't find anything because you've stopped all fucking... You feel me? Am I wrong?
I feel you.
Am I a fucking idiot? Get me that fuck out of here.
I'm actually gonna Google it. Fake vape cards, see if there's anything in the news.
It says here, okay, illegal concentrates led to 57 deaths. I heard up to 11, and then I haven't heard anything else.
Oh, here's something from like a month ago.
A month ago? But
That's
since
like-
when?
That's about the most recent thing. It's just digging deeper. Fake THC vape cards bring real danger. I don't know. It's like a bunch of just like the CDC going in a lot of this.
They're asking them to dilute the THC in them. To start diluting it down under 10%. Because the stuff that I smoke...
Oh, well, yeah, that's
The
just
stuff-
probably fucking them up.
The stuff it's well
They're
true.
smoking some like fucking
The sauce the sauce that I've been smoking is 87.7%.
dude, I actually.
But dude, I love it. I go right to sleep on that shit.
I was
It's
on,
fucking great. I don't go out on dabs.
You don't make it off the couch,
No,
though?
who cares? That's not why I'm smoking a dab for. I'm not smoking a dab to go out of my house. I'm smoking a dab to
Those things
sit on
fuck
my
you
couch
up.
and fucking relax.
Yeah, I was browsing the Reddits today, and I think it was our oil pens. I saw one buddy like post that picture of his I think it was his Pax pen or whatever. Fucking 90%,
Dude.
I was like, holy shit, dude.
But
It's
I
fucking
don't.
awesome.
But,
I was like, where can
I
get
I still
mine?
think
It's one of
dabs smoke
Southern
different
Cal, I
than
believe.
cartridges. Way differently, man. I have to hit and I got Tangy on my packs right now that's like, I don't know, this shit's like 87%. I gotta smoke that thing all day long to get high. I mean, seriously, because I don't rip it like to kill it. I smoke it more like I was when I was juuling, you know, kind of thing. I don't like rip on that thing like I'm trying to get high. Like, 'cause you choke on that fucking. It does hurt going down.
like a nice Virginia Slim. Run down to the corner.
But when I hit a dab, I mean, I'm hitting a dab like I'm hitting my bong. Okay, like the Rick and Morty bomb. I'm ripping the hell out of that thing, and I'm
Fierce
baked.
dabs.
And I'm
Fierce
baked. I'll do
dabs.
two, 3 real nice dabs, and I'm not leaving from the couch.
Yeah, I'll do a couple,
and I
2,
like
3.
it though, because that's like just relaxed, not me time, me and Mrs. Weedman time, who's actually
your
cooking
gun.
some crispy creepers right now. I can't wait for us to eat one. Ooh. And she put
You don't know what a Crispy
put a
Creeper
little
is,
peanut
it's
butter,
homemade.
infused peanut butter and chocolate in there too.
Edibles.
I cannot wait to eat one. So I'm not smoking for the rest of the show. But I don't know, Dav Boy. I just think it's people like talking about your fucking rights and taking away shit that the business owner can get to the consumer who likes it. Washington, I hope you fucking vote no on it. I hope you fucking riot the city if they try to lower your fucking concentrates down under 10% cap on there. I think that's some bullshit. I think you need to fight that.
Yeah, and if it passes, you're going to get a really angry WeedMan because you saw how animated he got. And I don't want to have to hear that yell at me again because it gets kind of scary.
I don't think anybody saw shit. We don't record video.
What? Not yet, anyway.
No one has to.
Not yet. But I want to say, hey guys, in Washington Outstate, where Paulie's living and trying to save the soil,
Good soil.
vote no on this bill. I'm telling you, it'd be fucked up. Anyway,
What is it? HB 2546.
Dav Boi got it, and he doesn't know numbers.
Vote no on HB.
But he's got a good memory when he's high.
Oh, I know it all.
Hey, yo, listeners. Dav, you got a couple things to say?
We may have rambled on a lot and jumped around a lot and got really animated and really lost, but we love that you guys follow us on this journey, and we thank every one of you for listening, and this has been a lot of fun.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram and Twitter. What are our feeds?
At WeedMan420 and WeedMan420 Chronicles.
There you go. WeedMan 420 Pod.
Something like
also.
that. You'll find us.
Find us. Listen to our podcast on Spotify, Buzzsprout, Google Play, Apple Podcast, WeedMan 420 Chronicles. Like Paulie says, smoke smart, puff puffing away.